Hi, I'm Harry.
I'm Ollie.
We're from the Cat Empire.
And you're watching AMBY.
AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with the Cat Empire. Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Good, very good.
That's great. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to have a chat.
No worries. Thanks for giving us awesome news microphones.
I'm very glad you're enjoying the microphones. That's good to know.
Well, normally when we do an interview with three, there's a lot of this.
A lot of the awkward, like trying to get back and forth stuff.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad we were able to make it easy today.
There's plenty of grip room as well. Move your hand up and down.
You have to talk into the microphone.
Sorry, I'm trying to demonstrate.
Little tip. Well, I know you were in Toronto last night. You put a little celebration together, had dinner for Ryan's birthday. Kind of walk us through your last 24 hours. What have you been up to in our lovely city?
Well, I'm still going through some really insane jet lag adjustments.
Okay.
So, like, in the last 24 hours, I think I slept from, like, 11 p.m. till 3 a.m. and then I was up for a fair while. And then we had a breakfast show at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Those are always fun.
And then I went back to sleep at, like, 9 o'clock or something, and I woke up at 2, so I'm all over the place.
Yeah, similar situation. Actually, I've been sleeping very little. I've been up practicing a lot. I've got this little keyboard about this big, and I've just been in my hotel room.
Just noodling around.
Yeah. It's been great.
Well, for this North American tour, you're now a few dates into it. I believe Toronto's the third or fourth show on this leg. So how have those shows been treating you?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, the shows have been really good. We're playing well, I think.
It's good tonight. We get to do, like, 2 hours or something. I think our natural length of time to play is, like, longer than 45 minutes, which is all you get a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's good to stretch out. Ollie does, like, some really long keyboard solos, and they're awesome. But when it's only 40 minutes, we don't get a chance to do all that stuff. It's just more like play the tunes and get out of there. But when we get to do our own shows, it's like there's more room for chaos and
Just
interesting
freedom
stuff.
To do what you want.
Freedom, totally.
Well, actually, the keyboard solo is usually the same length, and we just play fewer songs. But
I reckon you instinctively, when you would instinctively play a bit longer when you
maybe
know that that it's not 10 minutes till the end of the show or whatever.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I think I do.
Well, you're known for the kinetic music along with the performances. I'm extremely excited to be catching that tonight for the first time because we've heard so much about the hectic, I believe you mentioned the chaos at your shows. But you also like to dance a fair bit. I've seen some videos. So what are some of your favorite dance moves?
Go on.
Look,
Dance moves, man.
I don't know. I'm not going to speak for you, but I'm a terrible dancer, and I've never been a dancer, never been known as a dancer.
Terrible dancers
but
make the best dancers.
We're a big band, we got some other guys that can dance, but dancing's not my specialty, that's for sure.
I think in this day and age, we tend to let our audience do the dancing.
Okay.
We play the music.
Yeah, that's true, actually, because we're like I guess people see us as like a party band.
Yeah.
But we're not actually a party band in the vein of, these bands that kind of come out and they got their whole show, they got all their routines worked out, and they kind of they're a pump up band as well, like they pump up the
More
crowd.
like a
They're
rave
like,
sort of
everyone do this,
ambiance.
everyone do that. Like, we're not really like that. Like, we just kind of get out on stage, and I would say we're not that like confident and brash in terms of like holding a microphone and like
You let the music do the talking.
exactly, and the crowd come to our show and they already have this kind of preconceived plan of how they're gonna party, and they do it all. We don't have to do very much.
Yep. What
You
do say?
agree?
What do you say?
You mentioned there being a party band. The band has said that on record multiple times. So has there been any parties that you can remember or any fun moments on this tour between the Australian one and the North American one you're on now?
Yeah. Actually, one of my favourite nights in recent times was we played at in these big a big silo tank in Cairns. They've turned it into a music venue, and just next door the support band were actually staying in a little place on site, and they had two pianos. They were facing each other, And so I was up till like 5 and 7. I'm pretty sure the sun had come up, and we were just playing pianos back to back. Yeah, it was a good night.
On the music front, Rising with the Sun is officially out, and I couldn't help but notice all of the totem animals featured in the track listing. What do those symbolize to you? Because you have wolves, bulls, eagle, and then creature.
It's funny, a lot of, like Harry writes some of the lyrics, Felix writes a lot of the others, and sometimes, I could have let Harry answer this question, probably would have made more sense, but often
it's more interesting this way.
Often the questions are directed at us non-lyric writers, and then we go to Felix, well, what do you write about? And Felix is like, I don't know, I don't write about anything. So he kind of likes the ambiguity of, the lyrics and, the nonsensical nature of them, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And Harry probably has a completely different idea.
Just totem animals, a couple of things that are really annoying. One is, how many bands, I know that our single is Wolves, but like, how many bands would you have interviewed in the last 12 months that have got the word wolf in the name of the band? Fair few, right?
A few.
Yeah, there's there's so many wolves and bears, so many bears, and a lot of the wolves are in Tokyo, and and there's birds in Tokyo. There's a lot of birds. There's a lot of Tokyo. I think it's just like a trend in thought or something where a lot of people are interested in, and you see it even in T-shirts. Like, people have got tigers and totem animals and stuff on their T-shirts everywhere. And I think it's just a thing where, like, people are actually very not wild in their day-to-day lives, but they kind of are craving a bit of, they want to identify with these feelings of wildness and show that that's something that they have inside them as well. And so I think that's what all this animal, worshipping is about.
In other words, I think what Harry's saying is we're just riding the wave.
Well, it's just, people tend to think, people tend to think the same kind of things at the same time. And there are these currents that move through, group thought, I suppose you'd call it. And I think that's one of them, yeah.
Well, if you could have any animal for a pet, whether exotic, a totem animal, or just like as simple as a dog, which animal would you go for?
Jeez, I don't know. Yeah, a dog. I'd love to have a dog. It's one of the problems of touring is that you don't get to have a dog.
Yeah. I once had a blue-tongued lizard. That was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Larry the lizard.
Larry the lizard?
Yeah, he just lounged around all day. It was really cool.
Well, I'm glad you had mentioned bulls before, because the video that you dropped for that song is absolute mayhem. It looks like you had the best time filming that. You're nodding like, yep.
Yeah, it was good. I usually hate video clips. That one was really fun. Yeah.
There's good pyro in it too. That was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, pyro's great. It was like a total fire band.
Pyro, that was cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Did you get burned, or was that?
Actually, there was like this kind of hot stuff raining down. It was like a little burn, but it wasn't too bad. The guy said if it gets too bad, just jump off and get out of there.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
To wrap things up today, is there anything you want to say to all of your fans who are going to be viewing the interview?
Hi. Come to the show.
Party.
Yeah. Party.
Great parting words, and I just want to say thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, it's a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you, and remember to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogya.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.